stories that some people have said. You just spoke about human life, a real life story there with the whale going from captivity through to freedom, and there's some nice stories there from people's professions that we heard as well. So, and we spoke about Nelson Mandela and his inspirational life story. So, to sum up why we tell stories, we've got 5 main reasons that I've just given in the book. And one of them is that stories help you to make sense of what's happening around you. And so there's a very good link to Jen that's trying to tell the history of practically everything and put it in dates and time and order. And he goes through World War I, World War II, the Great Fire of London, and if it wasn't put in a story form, those facts and those figures would be really difficult to understand and to comprehend. But because of the way that he does tell it in a story, it suddenly comes alive. So that's one of the ways that instead of trying to interpret a graph, if you bring that into a story, it starts to make sense. If so, for example, Andrew was saying the other day about a sales team who was just saying, well, the percentage, our sales have gone up by 19%. That doesn't really mean anything. How can you start to understand why that happened and what and what the impact that can have on people? And the story behind it was that they'd all started to work better together as a team. That what were some of the other reasons that the sales had gone up?
Okay, basically 19%, sales have gone up by 19%. But you look at it in terms of what happened. Something happened to someone, so sales went up 19%. So it's basically because as one of their competitors went out of business, and they also hired a really good salesperson. So instead of saying that, you can craft it that okay, it's because X, Y, Z went out of business. That's why sales went up to 19%.
And we had Tommy, and then you can tell the story of Tommy, the salesperson, for example. So it's creating a fuller picture. The second reason is that it's therapeutic. Has anybody seen Bad Bosses?
Yes.
Okay. Would you mind giving a quick synopsis of Bad Bosses for us?
It's about 3 or 4 awful bosses, right? And basically one is a sex addict, another one is a nasty